everywhere we go, everyone we talk to, it's always the people. Keep crossing my fingers that one day out here. I love the R&D department. I love the technology. I want more of that, but we've
I
got.
got a story about that.
Let's hear it.
So back in the day, this was 2011, and this was when Todd Wynn was in the BIM department, and you heard Justin and Justin and Todd Wynn talk about the next 3-year strategy, and at that time, we were recalibrating, which is what they laid out in the plan the other day, and at the time, of course, I didn't know what that meant, but in Dallas, we were there for a training, and we did onboarding much different than what we do it now. And I had met Todd a handful of times, but this is when BIM and VDC was the thing that we invested in, and then we have been probably working BIM and VDC for roughly a year, I can assume, something like that, not very long. And met Todd, enjoyed his company, and Todd's the kind of guy when you walk into a room that everyone just naturally gravitates towards, and I says, you know what, I want to be that guy's buddy. He's a smart guy. And back where we have the rec center now, used to be an old house, and I knew that Rogers O'Brien owned it, and it was across the parking lot, and we were on a lunch break or whatever, and so I walk in there, and I knew we're thinking about some pretty cool stuff, out of the box stuff, ideas, and I walk in there, and all the lights were off, and there's like 4 guys sitting in there, and Todd was one of them. And I said, so this is what you guys do. You sit in the dark with your tinfoil hats and think about all the cool stuff we can do. And that was 11 years ago, and here where we are today, it's pretty amazing on some of the things that we've been able to do that has catapulted us from $200 million company to now somewhere around $800 million, and the quantity of our people have grown threefold, but I think it's threefold in that short amount of time. So what we're doing now in this 3-year strategy that came out in Justin's message on Monday is kind of the same thing as we were 10, 11, 12 years ago, and kind of recalibrating. And so when we come out of this and we start accomplishing those goals, it's going to catapult us into the future, and that's what's really cool.